Amidalahopa. Thank you for joining us. I am Aaliyah Chavez. We begin today in the Southwest, where officials from the Navajo Nation are pushing to investigate claims that women staffers of President Nygren have been dealing with misconduct. According to the Navajo Times, Vice President Rochelle Montoya took to Facebook Live recently, sharing her own experience of being sexually harassed during a meeting last August. Montoya is the first Navajo woman elected vice president of her nation. Speaker Crystalline Curley has called for an independent probe into these allegations, stressing the urgency of the situation and asserting that swift action is necessary to ensure accountability. In response, President Nygren has requested guidance from the U.S. Department of Justice to oversee a fair and transparent investigation process. The Denver Art Museum is denying an Alaska Native tribe of repatriating its cultural artifacts. The museum currently holds many Tlingit items that may qualify to be returned under federal law. Delegates from the Central Council of the Tlingit and Haida Indian Tribes of Alaska want the museum to return 5 artifacts, including a 170-year-old clan house partition. Under the Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Act, museums are required to compile their collections for Native American objects and figure out what might be subject to the law. The museum has a history of denying repatriation requests and said in a statement they're not, quote, in the business of just giving away our entire collection. Well, the return to the Heart Foundation marked Earth Day in a special way this year by recognizing 44 amazing Indigenous women leaders with grant funding. The foundation's Traditional Helpers and Healers grant program is all about embracing traditional ways of living, all rooted in a deep connection to the earth. The funding supports recipients in revitalizing traditional ways of life through their communities with initiatives such as farming, language, medicine, ancestral knowledge, and ceremonies. We turn now to the front lines in the fight against climate change, where a prominent Native leader is taking a high-profile job. Former president of the National Congress of American Indians, Fawn Sharp, has been named to the Global Board of Directors for the Nature Conservancy. She spoke recently with ICT about the importance of Native leadership on climate.
Many of our ancestors have told of that day of reckoning when it's going to be Red nations rising and our people leading the rest of the world. And we are that beacon of light, and that spiritual strength, knowledge, and wisdom that we have carried for centuries has never left us. We are right there, and we're going to lead the rest of the world through this crisis.